Hello, I'm Harry Riley. Welcome to Harry's Tales. This is called Mark and Kay and the Haunted Clay Pits. A story by Harry Riley and dedicated to Hannah. This story is fiction and resemblance to anyone living or dead is coincidental. Young Mark Clement and his sister Kay, who he'd nicknamed Jay, were living with their grandpa in Lancashire near Gisborne Forest. They'd just been orphaned when both parents died in a car accident. They were told to keep away from the old haunted clay pits, as several people had vanished there, never to be seen again. Mark was 13 and his sister Kay was 11. They were wandering through the forest, looking for the haunted clay pits, and Mark had to pull Kay out of some soft earth that started smoking and burst into flames as they got to it. "Steady, Jay, keep to the path. That's white phosphorus." He knew because he'd done it at school in chemistry. They clambered over a broken wall into an old orchard, and Kay spotted plums. She picked one and Mark shouted, "Don't eat it, Jay." He'd seen a dead dog nearby. Kay threw the fruit down and wandered through the open doorway of the old cottage in the grounds. She quickly ran out coughing and crying, complaining it was covered in cobwebs and big spiders. Meanwhile, Mark saw an old coal chute that led down to a cellar, and he slid down to explore. Landing in the blackness, he saw a crack of light above a doorway, and he found some steps leading inside the buildings. Opening the door, he peered into a strange, warm room with not a cobweb anywhere. A fat old crone sat poking a fire, and without looking up, she addressed him by name, ordered him to fetch his sister. He did so. The girl was frightened but forthright, and she told the crone how incredibly ugly she looked. The old crone laughed through broken teeth, and throwing some powder on the fire created a cloud of smoke. When it cleared, a beautiful young woman sat holding the poker. She told the children she was Eunice, and was 300 years old, and had created the myth of the haunted clay pits to scare nosy folk away. She knew all about them and their parents' sudden death, and had brought them here. She meant them no harm, and said they could come and go as they wished, but it was to be their secret on pain of death. To anyone else, this old ruined house looked a run for the rats. She gave Kay a golden coin, and said she only had to rub it to summon aid. She told them they would see her as they wished her to be. Mark preferred her looking old, and Kay liked her young. Next day at home, Mark had forgotten it all, and told Kay to shut up, as she dreamed up the adventure, but his sister proudly waved a gold coin in his face. They shared a secret friend.